Crazy day in the market here where it's not really going a whole lot of places over here, but it is moving around a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have another post-earnings trade cooking over here. So for those of you guys that are missing these, I don't know what else to tell you. If you missed the Bitcoin move, if you missed the coin move, I mean, those are looking relatively good to start off on these. But we do have some interesting information here that we have to talk about too as well. Tom Lee is making some comments over here. We are going to be covering those in this stream as well. Not a whole lot of economic data coming out today. The market is obviously going to be bracing for any new developments with these trade talks with these new countries that got these letters. But other than that, guys, our main job for this week as we go into the end of this week is to prepare for earnings season and to make sure that we're looking for any of these other awesome setups that are going to be forming in this type of market environment where everything is chopping around. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat if you guys would like to say good morning to me. Would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. We have a 100 like goal on the stream, 100 likes on the stream. We were really close to getting there yesterday. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Costs you nothing to do it. Let's see. Somebody's saying that they're still broke. I don't know how that's possible after I've handed out some of the best trades in the market for like the last 2 years, man. Pay attention or pay a premium, guys. That's all I gotta say at this point. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see who we have in here. Eddie, Randy, Kay. We got Dr. Bob, Daily Taylor, S-Max. We got Matt, Francisco, Mark, Garrett, Rohan, one of one. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I do these streams for you guys every single day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel. Fridays are the only day where the schedule is a little bit different, but that's when you guys get more of the stream. So those come on at 9:15. But yeah, we do have another post-earnings trade cooking. Coin, again, like I told you guys this morning, it's a bigger wild child than Tesla is. So again, I mean, I'm in this one. You guys know what the target is. For those of you guys that paid attention on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts, that call that I made yesterday on Bitcoin coming to fruition. Now, it wasn't just the call that I had made yesterday. It was the one that we had been outlining over the last couple of weeks here. The Bitcoin weekly chart was looking absolutely filthy. When looking at this chart here, guys, you get that break of 110,650. It was very likely that you were going to see some very aggressive movement to the upside, and that's exactly what we saw yesterday. This weekly breakout still very much intact. Those of you guys that saw the Sofi weekly breakout that I gave you guys know what happened with that one. Sofi over here, I think it's above 21. It may not be anymore. Yeah, wow, oh my God, 21.33 was the high today. So again, those weekly breakouts are big time. But yeah, wow, you guys are crushing the like button today. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. But let's cover a couple of these Tom Lee comments here because they are interesting. One of the things that he did say was that he didn't, so before we go through the actual comments that we're going to read through, one of the things that he said is we haven't necessarily seen yet a significant impact to consumers and consumer spending behaviors. And that is true, but we are also starting to see the consumer slip in the Amazon Prime Day data over there. So a couple of the comments here, people always find quibbles with new highs, but we also know that for an institutional asset manager, it's not really excusable to be bearish when the market makes new all-time highs. Very similar to what we've been talking about here, where a lot of people were really not a big fan of this market rallying with all of the potential risks that the market had. And you can still see that institutional exposure to the market is not really at high levels. They are still underweight this market here. So in other words, let's see. So continuing on with this quote, the institutions now have to start adding risk if we're making all-time highs because, quote, it's a new bull market. This is another interesting way to look at this here too. It's merely a reorientation of perception because the market's only at 5% year to date, but we could be up 10%. So only half of the full year gains have been realized. So if someone had fresh eyes on the market and knows the Fed's being dovish and tariff risks are abating and multiples could expand, I think people could find many stocks to buy. So again, Tom Lee, the permabull over there, maintaining his bullish stance on the market. But I think he's making some good arguments here. Again, when you think about the broad market, oh, hold on. Are we buffering? Or are we good? I think we're good. When you think about the market, Again, very similar to what we've been talking about. It's like, well, again, you have all of this foreign money that can start coming back into U.S. equities. You have, what else? You have a lot of these institutions still underweight this market. And when you start getting into earning, this is one of the reasons, guys, why I'm saying earnings season could be so epic. Because you have all of these institutions underweight. Foreign money can fly back into U.S. markets that we've talked about a lot. You can see it now in the dollar. The dollar is starting to peak up here, and this to me, it would not be a bearish signal. This is a bullish signal because it's showing that there's more demand for dollars now than there was earlier this year. So it's showing a little bit more faith out of the broad market when it comes to the U.S. Where are we going with this? Oh, earnings. Yeah. So if you start to see certain companies in certain sectors start to knock it out of the park, well, think about it. The big institutions are going to be the ones that are pushing it on earnings. So if that snap happens, those moves could be really big, and the continuations could be really epic as well. That's why I'm very excited for this whole post-earnings season here, because we could have, I know a lot of you guys have seen the trades that we've nailed in the group, the Dollar General 750%, the what was the other one? Zscaler 850%, and the big one, Oracle, was over 1,000%. That was an amazing one. We could see a lot more of those coming in this earnings season. So again, for those of you guys hopping into the group there with us, you guys are coming in at the right time. Coin, a lot of drama here today. We'll see what happens with this one. What else do we have? Bitcoin's still looking real good here. I like this. You're obviously going to see some volatility with this. All you really did today on Bitcoin so far was come down and retest the breakout level that I outlined for you guys in the video yesterday. Think about it. You broke out to the upside. You came down, retested 110,600. It was 110,650. Sorry, $50 off. And now you're starting to push back to the upside here, back above 111,000. So looking good across the board. But yeah, keep smacking that like button on the way in, team. We are going to have some fun today. If coin can get up there, that could be a big one. And then Delta is the most recent post earnings here. So we'll see if that one ends up playing out. It was looking pretty good. It really needs to clear the pre-market highs. And if it can, I think those can get a little bit snappy there. But this is one that has a lot of meat on the bone, that if it wants to run here, this could be another 1,000%er. But don't chase it here. This is for when I come on the streams here with you guys, and we've already nailed the post earnings on the private stream with the Discord. That doesn't mean you just go willy-nilly chase it. A big theme that we've been talking about on these streams recently is the fact that you don't want to be chasing anything. All right, hold on. This is getting interesting here. Trump touts stock in crypto, all-time highs in Truth Social post. Trump says USA is taking in hundreds of billions of dollars of tariffs. Touts Nvidia's rise. Fed should rapidly lower rate. So we're getting a lot of those updates here as well. Now, remember yesterday how we were talking about these candles in here, where on the stream with the group, I was like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the market in this area. You got to be a little careful. Well, we've created a new volatility zone for us. So we saw 1 rejection, 2 rejections, 3 rejections, 4 rejections, 5 rejections almost on this one when I was telling you guys a little earlier that we were retesting again. This one could be the one that has some legs that we can get through, which would be nice. But then let's see here. AMD, you want to look at AMD? That's fine. Yeah, wow, AMD is looking awesome today. So they got a price target upgrade earlier. I think the target's 200, I think. Who did this? HSBC, yeah. So HSBC upgraded AMD and moved their price target from 100 to 200 there, which is awesome. I love that. I mean, I own a bunch of AMD still. I own it at $11.39. Pay me more money. Thank you. That'd be great. But yeah, guys, when you guys have any questions about any individual tickers, trading, investing, the broad market, that's why I do these streams for you guys, so that you guys can have a better understanding of what's actually going on. So, oh, Novo's moving today too? Oh, I'm probably having a really fun day in those. Yeah, yep, I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, hold on. We're getting close. You break to the upside of those pre-market highs on Delta there, guys, those contracts could get really snappy for us. What are they up now? Yeah, only about 20%. But again, those post earnings are size for zero. They're going to be volatile. The premiums are going to move all over the place. But when you catch them, they're massive. When you catch those moves, they're absolutely massive. So, coin, Little freak out there, down below 370 a little while ago, right back to 374. Bitcoin's starting to move back up there off of the retest of the level that I outlined for you guys in the shorts yesterday. Market's moving up, looking good. Apple moving. Again, Apple's too close to the 200 EMA for me to want to play around with it. It's just too close, you know? So, but coin's looking good. I mean, I'm up a decent amount on it. Nothing crazy. It could turn into something crazy, which would be nice. If we see Bitcoin start to go boom, boom. Novo looking great, though. I mean, I still think this one is very undervalued where it is. Very undervalued. Delta's pushing here. What's the high on it? It's close. Yeah, here it comes. This might be the one for us. Did I take on bull for Webull? Tim, so here was the trade outline and everything I did for the group on Webull here. Oops. So Webull, this is where I outlined was a good spot to buy Webull here for a trade. So this was it was like 1173, 1174. And the trade plan was as follows. You run up, if you touch the 200 EMA, you move stops to break even, so you are risk-free on the trade. So that was step one. That hit day 2. Step 2 is you're targeting another level of resistance overhead. So that for us was 1424. So then that hit the 3rd day. So now you can move stops up to the 200. I outlined on Twitter for everybody that 15 was another good spot to take profits there if you go look at my Twitter feed. So that hit on day 4. And then you got that offering, the gap down, but your stops were already at the 200 EMA anyway. So you probably would have gotten out 1267. Still in the green on the rest of the position. And then letting it go from there. But as of right now, there's nothing to do on Webull. Again, remember, I find stocks that are about to explode before they do for everybody. I never chase anything. APP, I'd actually be interested in taking a look at that. How's that look? No, not a fan. Enphase, I can take a look at. Yeah, it looks good. Now you're getting a little bit too close to earnings, though, on this name. So I'm leaving this one alone. This was kind of one that I was looking for, guys, with a good setup going into the big beautiful bill, the tax plan. But it didn't really end up getting any follow through. Solar didn't really catch any sort of significant bid off of that. Ooh, Newsmax. Hey, bud. Starting to peak there. That's not. Oh, here comes the market. There she goes. This is a really big spot for us to get through. 63.15. What's the high of this candle? It's like 63.15.25. You get through there, this market could have a decent amount of fun. But yeah, again, I mean, you guys know the deal. I show you guys the gains every single day with the group and everything. Like, if you guys make sure you take advantage of that deal. I mean, you guys aren't gonna find this kind of stuff anywhere else. I mean, it literally only costs $1 a day to join there with us for your first month. Use code July. I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys. If you guys are curious and have any questions about the group as well, just ask. Just ask. Novo 71, that's good. Delta, trying here. That's nice. I'd like for coin to get back up to the highs. Is Bitcoin moving? Not really. I mean, the market's starting to rip here, which is nice. That could also help out coin. Deltas are probably looking good, though. The Newsmaxes are looking good. Small on Delta. Well, you're supposed to. It's post-earnings. The post-earnings trades are all size for zero. You always want to be sizing for zero on the post-earnings because they're either going to run multi-hundred and 1,000% or they're going to be down 60 if the ranges are big enough, which Delta's was pretty big. So, I mean, I have that first target here on Coinbase. It's like tentative, though, 382. If it gets there, it gets there. I just want to see what the contracts are worth up there, which if Bitcoin follows through, the market starts to ramp through these areas here, which it might. Coin has a chance. Oh, guys, we are 15 likes away from being halfway to the like goal for the entire stream. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. If you haven't hit the like button yet and you are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys do. Helps out a whole lot. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, Ryan over here with his SoFi leaps off the weekly breakout up, 287%. Bang. There you go. Simple as that, guys. What are yields doing? I am a bit curious about what the 10-year's doing here. Not the biggest fan of that. I don't hate it. All right, here we go. We're getting close to the top side of this zone here. If we break through, we could have some fun. Is this really off of all those Trump comments? Like, really? Fed should rapidly lower rate. We're doing that again? I just, like, it. If Trump wants, like, 200, 300 basis points of cuts right now, we should just do it and show him what happens. Like, I'll give you a hint. Yields rocket. And then the government has to pay a lot more money in interest payments. Oh, KSS went? Yeah, that was another one. Yeah, really, really good start to this move as well, guys. I mean, I don't know how many more of these that you want me to see, like you want me to call out for everybody. How many more do you need to see? Is it 10? I think we're already at 10 more since the last time I did this. The last time I said that. Coin looking all right here. Not bad. Not the worst. Not great, but looks good. Powell will take the blame too. Yeah, dude. You can't do that because the movements in rates are they all have to do with the market expectations. Delta's just pitter-patter in here. It could be done for the day. It's gonna really, if it breaks through these pre-market highs, you probably get a big rip on it, but it's struggling up here now. Yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. Again, I do these for you guys every day at 10:30. You guys have questions on anything, just let me know. Let's check Palantir. How's that doing today? Again, like I was talking about with you guys, if Palantir can shift back above this daily 10 exponential moving average and start retesting it, it's probably going to make an attempt at these highs, which it kind of did today. Got into this area with these wicks. But yeah, it looks good. Where's HIMS? Because HIMS I was actually interested in potentially. Yep. All right. I'll give you guys a freebie here. Ready for everybody on the stream right now? You're getting a freebie. If HIMS consolidates for a few more days and then breaks to the upside of this range, that's A+ setup. Just letting you know. It's A+ setup right there. That'll be a really fun one if that gets going. Because HIMS can move. The chain might be blasted on it, which is just like they're overinflated. It's not worth trading it, but I will be watching that. It's like when I was talking about Tesla with you guys and then it ripped and I was like, the chain might be a little bloated, but it still probably will be good. It's very similar phenomenon here with HIMS. Let's see. Yeah, coin's looking pretty good. I want to see it get through those highs. There's been a lot of drama on this name here so far today. A lot of drama. I don't like drama. Drama has forced me out of positions this week. Dude, Sammy, I gotta take a second here and just congratulate Sammy. I just saw another community gain from Sammy here, 119%. Sammy is one of the new members to the group, and it's just a testament, just seeing Sammy's gains, like 300% Datadog. I know he's caught some other really big ones as well. I think Oracle, 1,000% on that one. It's just a testament that, like, just if you come in and you just take the tiny amount of time to just watch the videos, ask a couple of questions, and understand the approach to the market, you can do the exact same thing. There's no reason that all of you guys can't do this. No reason at all. It really is just up to you at this point if you want to have success in the market. It's right in front of you. Coin's making a little attempt here. Yeah, awesome work, Sammy. So you broke this level. You're wicking it now. We'll see how this candle wants to end up forming. I like how coin looks. I'd like for Delta to get going, but I'm fine with that. Size for 0, let it rip. It's either going to run like 500, 1,000%, or it's not. I'm up like 45% on the coins. They're good. They're pretty good. I do think I'd be up over 100% at 382. That's really what I'm looking for. If we can hit one of these take profits and I'm up like 120, 150%, that's nice. CPB downside? Yeah, but maybe, but like in this market environment, no. One, in this market environment, the way everything looks, I would not be looking for downside setups. Two, this is a bottoming candle. Big volume, big wick. This is sign of a bottom. You want to see another one? This one. Remember when I was talking about Lulu might have bottomed? This is another one. Ready? You want to see the other one? The dollar. It's not as good, but it's still there. That's not when you short things. It's actually, I would actually say that's a decent buy at those levels. Coin is starting to ramp here a little bit. That's nice. Getting closer to those highs. I'm a big fan of that. Market's helping it out a little bit. So like think about this, Dev. You're almost doing the exact, it'd be like, that's like it's the same thing as a chase. Now, the thing is though, is that like, I want to show you guys, like I talk about things in terms of probabilities all the time. Remember, like more often than not, when you see that on the charts, that's a sign of a bottom. But let's look at SoFi. More often than not, when you see this on the charts right here, that's the sign of a top, but it's not. I'm not going to be 100% right all the time, and I'm not trying to be. But when I am right, I'm going to be right massively. So just thinking about things in probabilities are good, because if you saw this and you're like, oh, that candle means bullish. It's like, no, it doesn't. SoFi's just a monster right now. It just keeps going. So we're up well over 3x on our SoFi investment that I gave to the group. It's like, how many more of these do you guys want to see before you're like, I probably should be an LTMP with everybody? It's like, yeah, you probably should. Yeah, I like this. Newsmax looks good. Market moving here. Where's Bitcoin? Yeah, starting to get going a little. Back above 111, I like that. Yeah, Lulu's got a nice little base there too. I think I told you guys about that on a private stream. Like when we bought them, it was the next day we talked about this. Yeah, 46% on the coins. If we start ripping above the highs, those are probably going to get a little spicy. On coin. Which would be great. I'd love to see that. Delta's just chopping around here. I'm not really the biggest fan of it losing the 5-minute 10, but like that's not. It either comes down and hits this, or we rip through levels here. You know? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Dude, I went to a Red Sox game last night for like the first time in forever. It was awesome. I love Red Sox games. I kind of behaved myself on the hot dog front too. Like sorta. I only had 3 hot dogs and 1 sausage. You know? That's me behaving myself. But the first 3 hot dogs I ate in like 5 minutes. I could have eaten a lot more. Here comes coin getting there. It's getting there. Let's see. There it is. New highs. New highs, baby. Yeah, 54% on those now. Can't be on all the streams. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that another $5 about? Snack wraps came out today at McDonald's. Ooh. Newsmax looking good. Everything's looking good here, guys. Yeah, I mean, I didn't trade perfectly this week, but again, if you think about it, it's like I'm fine with cutting things early. Like ANET and Affirm, I'm still standing by my cuts on them. I'm perfectly fine with that because they both ended up not playing out. It's like when I see those signs in the market, it's like, I'd rather just take the cash back and then throw it into something that looks great, like coin. You know? Are these up 60% now? They should be. Yep, 60% here. It's good. Looking good, folks. Yeah, so I'd like to see this try 382. I mean, it got really close in the overnight here. And then that weird downgrade from HC Wainwright. Like, dude, what are they? Bunch of Bunch of losers over there downgrading Coinbase when Bitcoin's about to break out and Coinbase charts looks epic. It's like, which idiot, which moron do you have looking at charts over there? You know? Crazy. Newsmax looks good. Market looks good. Everything looks good here, guys. I'm having fun today. Hopefully you guys are having fun making some money too. If not, make sure you guys hop into the group. Take advantage of that 50% off your first month sale. When the fall comes around, prices are going to be going up for those of you guys that don't take advantage of the low rate right now. So yeah, just get ready for that. Pay attention to pay a premium, man. Yeah, I mean, where's Bitcoin? Is this thing going yet? Actually, I want to see Novo first. Where's Novo? There we go. There we go. Let's see. Where's Bitcoin? Yeah, that's looking good. If this thing starts shooting through the highs, I think we have a chance on coin today. We have a chance. Ideally, what happens, like, if we want to get a little gift out of the market, is we sneak up to like 380. Market closes, I don't sell it, and then we gap up. Gotta be specific. Gap up. What level would I purchase more? SoFi? SoFi is now done for you. You do not touch SoFi here. 12. How about that? You buy SoFi at 12. I own it. I gave it to the group at 655. I'm not buying it at 21. Sorry. You know, you missed it. It's okay. There's going to be more, but don't chase them. I'd buy it at 12 is my honest answer. If you're not in it, you missed it. That's okay, though. There's going to be way more. This is the day I gave everybody SoFi. Right here. Boom. You know? This is not even, like... Do you guys... Should I do the analogy again? You're at the back of the line here for the event. That's not where you buy stocks. You got an 8 to 10. Thanks to my X post. There we go. Nice. But yeah, this is not a time to be buying it. Nice, dude. 8 to 10. That's awesome. But yeah, like when people come in and they're like, when should I buy more on a stock that's doing this? I'm always going to assume that they're chasing it. It's like, please don't do that, you know? Again, remember, your performance in the market is almost directly correlated to your ability to sit there and do nothing. How long can you sit there patiently waiting? You know, garlic cake, yeah. No, that's not a garlic cake one. Garlic cake is like if we're talking about like the daily breakouts and you're like, dude, look at the 4-hour VWAP. And I'm like, what? Hit the like, love my content. Hector, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're 5 likes away from being halfway there to the like goal today, guys. Let's see if we can hit it. That'd be great. 100 likes on the stream. I think we can do it today. But yeah, market's looking solid here. I mean, that's not the greatest candle forming, just letting you know. Wicking this level, very similar to what we talked about yesterday. Wicking this level. Not the biggest fan of that, but with the juice that the market has today, you might get a little more action. Delta making another attempt here. Again, for those of you guys that are in the post-earnings move with us, if you break this pre-market high, you could have some fun. Do I like SOXL? Is that the inverse? Is that inverse semi? Or is that long semi? I mean, not here, you know? I mean, a lot better times to buy this thing. A lot of actually solid setups on this one. I don't know, guys. This is just not where I buy stocks, you know? It's just not where I buy them. I mean, it's got a lot of potential upside. AMD's got some upgrades. Like, I don't think this is the worst one in the world, you know? If you want long semi exposure, like, I don't hate this, but it's not my favorite, you know? Like, I already have, like, think about it like this. I already have a pretty sizable position in AMD. So when I look at this and I'm like, do I want more semi exposure? Not really, you know? After this has already made a big move, it's like, I'm kind of done on the semi. I don't really need to do anymore. It's not the worst place to buy it, if they all continue, Nvidia keeps breaking out to the highs, AMD actually gets that move into like the 160s, 180s, it's not bad. I mean, you could see SOXL back at 32, 36 pretty quick. And what I would kind of do here is use the 200 EMA as your risk. So like, it's not the worst, you know? So that's kind of one where it's in between where I'm like, it's not bad. Yeah. I really want to see this high get taken out. I'm not the biggest fan of this 15-minute candle on ES for continued bullishness, but you never know. You never know. Dave, welcome to the group, my man. Made the right decision there. Yeah, so for all of you guys that are hopping into the Less Trades, More Profits community, your first step, if you've never traded options before, go to the Day Trading Mastery course section and watch the options videos. That'll give you a good baseline for options. Then go right into the Swing Kings course videos. That is going to give you guys everything that's 95% of what I do in the market every single day. Is swings. We do have the Day Trading Mastery course stuff too, which again, Reason yesterday. Reason's probably the one that uses that strategy the most out of everybody in the group. That thing's a killer. I mean, you hit a double TP on that yesterday from this retracement and you bottom ticked it. Like, where was like, this was a really, really epic one. Or no, you didn't quite hit 2 TPs. You were very close though. Yeah, and then once you're going through the curriculum videos, you guys have questions, just ask. Just ask. You might learn what garlic cake is, but if other than that, you guys are going to be good to go. Then you can come nail these epic trades with us. Wait, coin actually got up to what? I don't remember seeing that. Oh, yes, I do. Whoops, I thought 377 was the high. But yeah, that link is pinned to the top of the live chat. It's floating around. Make sure you use code July so you get 50% off your first month. It's literally $1 a day, guys. Yeah, got tired of watching it. Took a double TP1. Oh, that's still good though. What was that, like a 1 to 3.5, 1 to 4? That's still great. I think Reason sold like later in the day. All I gotta say is thanks for taking Novo sub 68. Thanks for the extra share. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's above 71 now. Oh, Bitcoin starting to move. Isn't it above 71? Yeah, there we go. Shout out Ozempic, man. I really like this name for the longer term. Really do. This is the most recent mid to long term investment idea that I gave out to the group, and that was at 62.50 right down here. So this is actually a really good example to show you guys where I like to buy stocks. It's not here. Like, a lot of people are probably trying to chase this one higher. And again, this is like the one niche example where I'm like, even at like 75, 80, I still think this one's undervalued. But the chart wasn't looking the best there to continue like buying. Like down here, sure. Now when you start getting above the 10 here, if you can respect the 10 EMA on Novo, I'd say, all right, you can bombs away on that one if you really want to. But it was right in these days right here where I was I sent the research report out to everybody. Dabble in healthcare? Yeah, I don't either. You took some target shares. Yeah, of course you did. But yeah, I usually don't mess around with healthcare either. And here's why. Like, you have to be very like honest with like where your edge is in the market. Mine is not understanding FDA approval processes, like all the different kinds of drugs, what they do, all of that stuff, the different markets for them. It's just not my strong suit. So if I were to say, oh, we're going to go look at all of these biotechs and healthcares, it'd be incredibly arrogant of me to go in there and think that I can outperform somebody that does have that expertise. Novo is a different one because the story with it is a lot simpler. Just the basics of it. If you look at, so when you read the research report, when you go in there, if you just want to see just kind of how I analyze that one, it's revenue numbers. Like from this move in 2022, basically with the launch of Ozempic, just the revenues on this company went nuts. And they're still going up. So if you're going to tell me that the revenues are continuously really ripping to the upside there, they have oral GLP-1s coming out. They're still number 1 and number 3 in the GLP-1 space, and the stock is trading at levels that it was at before the giant revenue increase, and the revenues are still there, and they're still growing. I think that's a no-brainer. And that's kind of what I look for out of the market, guys. It's those big no-brainer opportunities where you look back a couple years from now and you're like, oh, that was like the most obvious thing in the world. It's not, oh, let's just buy everything all at once because social media is talking about it, you know? That's not a good way to have long-term success. So that's a good example of one. Yeah, here comes coin a little. Delta's looking all right. Newsman, everything's looking good here today, guys. I wonder. I want to check one of the big accounts. See, I bet those are doing great today. I would assume very well. Maybe all-time high? It might be, actually. So this is like a good barometer for everything. Let's see. It's gotta be. Yep. New all-time highs in the accounts. Bing. I like that. Come on, coin. Come on, coin. I love that. I mean, this is, even though it looks far away here, I mean, coin can start moving very aggressively. So we'll see, especially if Bitcoin starts to move a little bit here. Delta just kind of flatlining here. This is draining premiums out, but Newsmax still looking good. I want to see this thing close above 16 this week. You know, that'd be ideal for me. But again, it's a share trade. It's like it either hits or it doesn't. Very similar to the post earnings. Yeah, like I'm not going to be trading the small biotechs, Matt. Like I don't think you'll ever see me do that. Maybe like, yeah, I'd like... Yeah, I don't think we would ever do that. Well, there goes Delta back up. What are those up right now? They've got to be up a little. They shouldn't be flat. Yeah, they're only up like 6% though. My coins are up 55. Here we go. Market's looking good, guys. Let's see if we can get some continuation out of here. That would be sweet. Oh, we are over halfway there on the like goal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Crushing it today, guys. All right, coin. Come on. No. Bad. No. I saw that. Don't be doing that. Yeah, Nova looks great. This is getting aggressive. I like this. Come on, market. Well, its all-time highs are here. Yeah, so, I mean, you're close. 100 likes equals starting a position in Mullen? No. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, Bitcoin's not really moving here. Not starting Mullen positions, man. What do you think? I want to lose money? No. We're here to make money, not to throw it at garbage EVs, all right? That are down 99.9999999%. Coin? Don't be doing, come on. I want to see 380. Ideally 382. Delta just flatlined here. Mullen breaks trading view. I don't think I've ever seen a stock do that or look like that. That's craziness. Yeah, hopefully you guys saw everything that I was talking about on Instagram and TikTok yesterday too with those with that Bitcoin move. I tweeted it out. I mean, I don't know what else you want from me. You want, I don't know. I'm screaming it from the rooftops. I even said pay attention or pay a premium. Now you're paying a premium. And he asked what I thought about Mullen. Sometimes the best response is, I don't think about Mullen. Or like any of these stocks that people call out, like, what do you think about this one? I don't think about that one at all. Tesla, you want to look at Tesla? You can look at Tesla. Jesse, it sounds like you're trying to force trades on Tesla, man. Sounds like you're trying to force trades on Tesla, and you're really trying to force it down below 300, man. Intraday. I think you're playing the wrong game, man. I think you're playing the wrong game. You could play a lot better of a game coming in. You know what I do on Tesla right now? I don't think about Tesla. There's nothing on Tesla that you need to be screwing around with right now. Nothing. Zoom out Mullen is inversely epic. Dude, just invert the chart, man. It looks good. Delta slipping a little there. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Those contracts are probably a little red now. Mullen for the brace and break. Neo getting some buyers? Yeah, Neo's the one that the riskiest one. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's getting action there. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like, what, 4,000 shares at like 455 or something? Not a big position. I mean, that one's what do you call it? That one's all about like if they can turn it around and actually hit some of these goals here. If they can't, I'll cut it. It's not a deal breaker. Fed's Muslim, we expect tariffs to begin impacting inflation starting with June's data. Oh, interesting. It's not like you said that you thought tariffs were going to affect the inflation data all year long, and then it didn't. And then I can sit here and rip my hair out of my head. It's not like that happened, you know? That definitely didn't happen, right? Guys, tariffs are not going to be inflationary. Do you know why? I could do the demand argument for everybody again, but like you can just see it in the Amazon data. Like you're not seeing the high levels of demand. You cannot. These corporations are not going to be able to charge any of these higher prices. So what happens? Margins shrink, growth slows down, layoffs go up, and you cut rates. And you don't see any meaningful impact to inflation, and you definitely don't go into a stagflationary environment. If you want to stick to the textbook, that's fine. You just have to understand that the textbook is not going to be correct. It just isn't. It hasn't been so far this year, and it doesn't look like it's going to be. Even if you do, it's a short blip, and it's technically not even inflation. You also have oil moving down. If shelter starts to move down too, like because like what, vast majority of the increase to like in CP, like contributing to any price increases have been due to shelter increases. So you have that wild card as well. There's a lot of things that I think the main talking heads are just not accounting for. All right, now I really don't like this candle on the 15-minute. You have a wild market today, so anything can happen, but like that I'm not a fan of. These Max just flatlined. Coin still looks good. I'm fine with where this is. I'd love this thing to sneak up to 380. You know, that'd be sweet. That'd be real sweet. So it depends on where this candle closes. If you close above this candle's high, I'd be a little bit more okay with it, but where it was, I was not a fan. Yeah, it looks okay. Just, you know, you guys know how I get when I see this stuff happen. These vertical moves, I really am not the biggest fan of them. That's why I was talking so much with you guys yesterday in the private stream where I was just like, I don't, if you touch anything, you got to be really careful with it. And then you had this candle, and I was like, nope, it's probably done. And then you see the new candles. Growl. I'm sorry to say, bud, but your stock's gonna go down a decent amount, I think. It's not a good chart on it, short term. Cost base is 16 though. Good for you, man. That's great. That's really good. XRP on its way because of Bitcoin? Yeah. XRP was one that I outlined for the Discord as well this week. You should be seeing a nice push up on this. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, look, another big move. Who could have guessed? Another great move called out for everybody. It's just silly at this point. It's not that hard to see, guys. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I think there were a few more. The Bitcoin one was the big one. That's why I started posting more of the crypto ones for you guys in there, because Bitcoin looked really good. I didn't see many, and also I hate the trading view screener now for crypto. Like, I can deal with it with stocks, that's fine, but like the way that they showcase it with crypto, yeah, all right. I mean, you keep breaking these highs here, these like kind of iffy looking candles. I'm fine with it. I'm all right with that. Ha 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 ha. There's something else that I wanted to look for. I mean, now that the market's peaking out here, use my crystal ball on Ford, please. Sure, I can use the crystal ball. Don't you worry. I'll whip out the crystal ball. Reaper, look at this, man. Look, I mean, you do have earnings coming up. I'd be a little careful with it, but that does look like it wants to go. It's not one that I would trade. It looks like a slow grind, and you've got some sell risk down to the 10, but that does look good. But yeah. Ooh, we just got a nice influx of people. What's up, guys? How you doing? Again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. We have a 100 like goal on the stream. It's fun today. We're having a good time. Oh, come on, coin. Yeah, I'm sitting in a post-earnings one, too. That could be good. I mean, it's still, like, it's size for zero. If it hits the bottom side of the range, I just cut it. If it goes, it goes. You know? Looking great across the board here, though. How are we looking? Let's see, actually. Yeah, still up like 51% on coin. That's good. I want to see what these contracts are at when it hits 382. That's my tentative TP1 on it. Yeah, here we go. New highs. Come on. But yeah, Reaper. Ford does look very good there. Jamie Dimon, real data on U.S. economy, totally impossible to read. Jamie, is it totally impossible to read, or does it not fit your narrative? Here comes coin. Yeah, I don't know if these are going to be up enough at, I mean, it's $3. I mean, they're up 62%. I'd probably get pretty darn close to 100% on it if it gets up there. Like, if you rip through that level today, I might be able to get out of these for a nice gain. That'd be sweet. Happy to be a part of the LTMP family. S-Max, welcome, man. Welcome. That name sounds familiar. I feel like, have you been around the channel for a while? Yeah, everybody give them a nice warm welcome. Those of you guys that are hopping in, I mean, you guys know. Everybody that's been in there knows the deal at this point. Oh, look, SCV called another one. I'd like for Delta to get going. That'd be nice. It's probably just flatlining on top of the 15-minute 10. Yeah. That's all it's doing. Did coin hit? Ah, it's close. Really, if it hits 380, you probably get a nice little burst through. Why do they keep doing this with these candles? They're freaking me out up here. KSS, bro. Dude, yeah, that was another one. That was from the stream yesterday. There you go. Boom. Great shares trade on this one, man. Up to the first TP. Because what did we talk about in this in the morning stream? Your breakout level is this. Oh, guys, this is gonna look nasty. All right, ready? So what did we talk about this morning? I was like, you could make the argument for yesterday's high being the breakout level. I believe you could go back and find that quote. All right, so that's your risk, and then your first TP is this. All right, so your first take profit level is at a 1 to 8.46 risk to reward. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, dude, I love Tor. Yeah, that's disgusting here. I mean, at this level right here, if this is how, this is how all of your guys' Coles trade should look. You broke this level, you get to do one of these. Ready? Ready? Risk free. You are now risk free on Coles. The only thing you got to deal with now is gap risk. On if they do an offering or something crazy. So great work there for you guys that grabbed that one. It's another gem. Yeah, market slipping here. I mean, coin's holding, but bye Delta. Yeah, Delta's slipping a little there. That's fine. I mean, I still have downside to here. I'm holding this one. I'm gonna let these post earnings trades go this cycle. Diamond says I would price in 40 to 50% chance of higher U.S. interest rates. What? Tariffs, in my view, are inflationary. Your view is stupid, Jamie Dimon. Your view is stupid. I don't know another way to explain this. Like, I will keep being right, and you guys will keep being wrong. All right, like, is this the game that we're seriously going to play? Put me in charge of JP Morgan. I'm just kidding. Why is this a big week for crypto? It's not. It's just technical breakout. You got a big weekly breakout on the charts. Like, think about what we do in the. I'm pretty sure you're in the group, Mo. But like, think about what we do in the group. And when I outline these levels as being like the starting point, that if it's gonna rip, it's gonna be right there. Well, Bitcoin hit that level yesterday, and then what'd you see? A rip $1,500 higher. You know, that's all it is. It's just a big technical breakout on the big time frames. It's not a stupid question. It's a good question. ETH is ripping. That's nice. Yeah, coin is getting going there. I like that. I mean, God, it's that we're only 250 away. I mean, I don't know. What are these up now? 65%. I don't know if these are gonna be up what I want them to be. You know. Here it is, 380. 67%. I mean, we're looking good. It's like a tentative TP. So I could either, depending on what they look like, I could either sell more than half, make it free, and then sling it, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards doing. But like also, it's like I could just leave the entire thing and let it fly. Because like I do have some size. I have some alright size on this. Diamond says JP Morgan won't do well if the US doesn't do well. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, I mean, you know, I do wanna make sure I'm holding my winners, you know? But also that's a good spot, like all-time high. Take a little off. Probably sells like, I don't know, 60% of it. If it gets up there, we'll see. But remember what I was talking about earlier. It's like, ideally, if we're thinking about a perfect world here, it sneaks up and it stays here, and then tomorrow it gaps over to like 390 or something, and then I'm up like 150%. You know? Yeah, Delta kind of fading there. We'll see. We'll see what this wants to do. But guys, once you see how to identify these, your whole view of the market will just change. You'll be like, I'm just looking for those high quality A+ setups. That's it. So again, for those of you guys that are thinking about hopping in there, I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys here again. Make sure you use code July though to get 50% off your first month. So then it only comes out to $1 a day. If you guys have any questions about what you get in the group, let me know. But I think at this point, you guys have seen just the results of everybody in there. It's pretty unbelievable. I don't know. I'm kind of debating what I want to do if it gets to 382. Because I don't think they're going to snap enough. Yeah, I don't think they are. You know, I don't think I'm going to get enough of a snap on these to get them up over 100% to sell half. Maybe, though. Who knows? I mean, it's only $3 for coin, and that's not going to move the needle there. I mean, if it moves my contracts $1, what does that do? And it gets close. It would get close. Tempest AI, we talked about this one yesterday. I want to see how the chart looks today so I can give you I mean, it looks like it could fish hook here, but this is not one that I would be doing anything with right now. You've got an interesting base, but this is not going to be a base that I would typically want to be going for. If it drops down to the 200 EMA and then starts basing, sure. But I would leave this one alone for now. I mean, this one, the thing about this is like, this could be like the trade of the month. And if I trim too much of it early, I would still crush it on the runners. But like if Bitcoin goes to 115,000 next week, like coin's going to be at 400 something. So it's just that little mental debate of what I should do with it. Yeah, Delta slip in there. So maybe that one doesn't end up playing out. That's fine. What kind of base you look for? I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Like Novo here was a decent one. It's not the perfect base, but like this is a decent example of this basing. I think. Oh, CVS. I think that's the perfect one. Yeah, CVS. This right here. This is what I look for. This move that I handed out to everybody on CVS, that's what you want to look for right there. These basin breaks with a setup within the setup, oh my lord, can those go crazy. Here comes the market. Here she comes. Yeah, that's probably the best example there. Yeah, whoa. Market ripping. Anything popping through the feed here? Yeah, what is it? No, it's just Jamie Dimon yapping again. Same thing as before, 6 minutes ago. Yeah, we actually, guys, I think it's possible we hit the 100 like goal here. We're only 41 away. I think we could do it. I think you guys have it in you today. Yeah, if coin does hit it, I probably will trim some. But you would need like another afternoon Bitcoin rocket, I think. Which if that happens, even the runners would go pretty nutty. Delta fading here. Yeah, still got a lot of room. I'm gonna let this one go. It's a post earnings. Size for 0, see what happens. You know? Keep it simple. The post earnings strategy is probably the easiest one to learn. It really is. It's fun too. But think about it. Like if the last 3 that we've nailed were 750%, 800%, and then 1,200%. What do I care if one doesn't work? I don't. Market rampant here. Coin making another attempt. I mean, it's getting close, guys. Like this is striking distance now on coin. What are these up right now? 70%. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. Delta popped back up there a little. That's nice. I wish these were getting a little snappier, you know? Like, they look good. I'm up, what? 70-something% on those? It's good. Got some decent size in it, too. That's kind of why I'm all right with, like, if I sell, like, more than half of it, it's like, all right, I mean, I still have a lot to, like, if it runs like 400 or 500%, like, it's still, like, it'd still be good gains. Where's Bitcoin? Are we still moving on this? Yeah, Bitcoin's starting to move a little. Diamond, AI should be everywhere, will disrupt, or AI could be everywhere, will disrupt jobs and companies. Bitcoin's starting to move here. So you had Nike at 61, got scared of earnings. This is before. Well, okay, so the problem with that is that, like this was another base that I gave you guys here on Nike. The problem with that is you bought something that you didn't fully understand. That's what happened. You weren't thesis driven. You were like chart driven, and you were like, which is fine sometimes for trades, but like if you're buying stuff that you're planning on holding for the long run, it's like earnings is where you gain information. And it really kind of decides if the thesis is still intact or not, you know? So, like, that's another thing we talk about a lot is, like, making sure that you that's why I run the group the way that I do. It's not like, oh, just follow me, do this, do that. One, you can't do that. That's not allowed. But two, it's so that you guys don't run into situations like that where you're like, oh, I'm worried about this, I don't know, and then you sell it, and then you miss out on something, you know? It could have gone the other way, obviously. Like, Lulu's earnings were not good. But at the end of the day, if you're buying shares, you have to be thesis-driven. Like, think about Novo. Like, I'm going to use the chart to gain an entry, and then after that, it's all thesis. Is the thesis intact or not? Yes. Okay, so then short-term price action to me then becomes very irrelevant. You know? Delta's pushing back up there. It's trying to. That'd be nice if that started to go for the highs again. Coin back above 380 and within striking distance, ladies and gentlemen. This easily could get a nice flash up through 382, and if that happens, it might push through. Because it's going to be like a all-time high, and then it might get going. So that's another thing I'm kind of thinking about there, where I'm like, if I can like sit there for a second and catch the burst up to 100% on these, I'd like to do that. If it goes, you know? We got a lot of you guys on the stream today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Remember, I do these streams for you guys every single day at 10:30, so make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel. And then Fridays are the only day that's different, but you actually get more stream. It just starts at 9:15, and we do them publicly. Friday's like the big public live day, so that you guys can get a little taste of what the private streams are like in the group, which is the same as this, basically. But most of the actual trading activity is done on those streams. Because things are firing off usually within the first 30 minutes of the market. Not the first 2 minutes. I don't like the first 2 minutes. You know? But yeah, keep smacking that like button on the way in too. We got, we're on our way to our 100 like goal. I love it. This is great. I told you guys we were going to get there. One of these days on this stream, we're going to get there. And then the like goal is going to move up. Yeah, hopefully you are enjoying these guys. You're learning something from them. That's why I do these. There's so much nonsense out there that it's just like, somebody's got to come in with some rational remarks. UK Starmer, in the coming days and weeks, we'll set up our support to keep Ukraine in the fight. Is that new Tom Lee stuff? Interesting. Yeah, we covered the other Tom Lee stuff at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, Delta doesn't look like it wants it. It tried there and then couldn't get back above. How much is it eating up? 2. Theta should be 0 to 1. Unless you're at like a blasted chain. But also, D, the thing is, I don't look at the Greeks ever. I don't really see a reason to look at the Greeks, you know? It's a weird theta. How's there a theta above 1? I mean, no, you definitely can't have a theta above 1. You cut Delta, but it didn't break through the high, so you're only in coin now. Well, here's the thing. You guys have seen me probably many times on the post-earnings moves. I cut them early, you guys stay in them, and then it rips. And I'm like, all right, well, why don't I just size it more appropriately and just let them fly? Which is what I'm doing on Delta. How do you feel about Apple breaking the 200? Just like before, I don't feel about Apple breaking the 200. I'm not really looking at it. It's just like it could move, but at the same time, one, we've already done our dirty work on Apple. It's not a great setup, and you're just banging your head on the 200 here. If Apple were to set up like above the 200 and form a period like we saw back in here, and instead of this 10 EMA here, it was the 200, I'd be very interested in it, which still could happen, but you do have earnings coming up. So it's going to be probably too close to earnings anyway when that ends up going, you know? So I'm just not really looking at it. But guys, there's literally no point in looking at the Greeks. Especially when you like it's not, it really is like it's binary. It's like, you know where to not be buying like, don't buy 50% out of the money contracts that expired this week. Like that. Like in the level, like the levels that I outline and where we're buying our strikes anyway with the overall expirations is like, you really don't have to care about the Greeks. The one thing you should pay attention to is if I say, oh, the chain looks stupid, don't touch it. Which is effectively IV, which is usually coming from IV or IV percentile, which I'm not looking at. It's just like you can tell, like it's just like because if you have like where we would want to buy our strikes, if the move would only give you about 100% on the contracts if they were to run to those targets, but like the risk to reward on the shares trade is like 1 to 3, 1 to 4, I would never trade the options. Because if you could risk 1% on the shares trade and make back 4, why would I go into the options trade with a 1% sizing and then only make 2, you know? Coin, you weren't gonna play it because you don't play dailies? No, dude. Never play dailies. Coin, I have July something? July 25th on Coin. That's what I've got. But you also don't have daily expirations today either. Yeah, I mean, it's still within striking distance here. If this market continues and you get a nice little Bitcoin pop in the afternoon, it could get fun on Coin. It's like one of those names, guys, where it's like, these are the types of trades that like could make your month, quarter, like they really could if they go. So we'll see. We will see. I like it. It's very good. That Bitcoin breakout, the coin looks good. And just think about like the video that I posted for you guys yesterday, the YouTube short or the Instagram reel or the TikTok or what I'm saying on Twitter. Like Bitcoin looks real good. Finally got that breakout that we've been talking about for like the last 3 weeks on the weekly time frame. But then the reason why I started looking at Bitcoin a lot more this week was because of this. So when you look at Bitcoin here, guys, and you look at this on the weekly looks filthy. You've got tested the weekly 10. You've got a nice period of consolidation. You're consolidating right at the highs. If you break, the buyers probably come in pretty aggressively and push this thing into the 115, 120 if it really wants to go 150. But that's the weekly. The reason why I was looking at it so much like more closely this week is that if you throw this on the daily, so we have a great weekly setup, then you have a great daily setup. You have a setup within a setup. That's when things get interesting. So like when I come out and say these things and I'm like, oh look, it looks really good, and it looks like magic, it's not magic. All it is just looking at charts from a very simple perspective and saying, okay, the larger time frame looks good, the daily looks even better, looking at the context of everything, what is likely to happen next? And then that's effectively where everything comes from. And why everybody calls me a lizard, even though I'm not a lizard. EMAs, 10 and 200 usually. Sometimes the 20, but usually just the 10 and 200. But Alex, yeah, all of that is all discussed in the curriculum videos for you once you hop in. All the strategy, exactly how to manage the trades, risk management, like everything is talked about in there. So again, it's only $1 a day for you guys to join. Make sure you guys use code JULY if you do hop in to take advantage of that deal. Delta's coming back a little bit. It's holding here. It is holding. So let's see if we can get another push. That'd be nice. I mean, these are probably still slightly red, but that's fine. It's a post-earnings move. It's either going to rip our face off in a good way or tank down to that bottom side of the 5-minute opening range. He is. That's what a lizard would say. Guys, I'm not a lizard. I'm just good at this. You guys can all be too. It's like, keep it simple. I think everybody, when they come into the market, they think it's some overcomplicated, crazy thing. And it's like, it's a lot simpler than you think it is. Like, once you go through the videos, you're going to be like, that's all you do? I'm like, yeah. And then it comes into like just experience, reading charts, knowing, understand. Like the first step is understanding what the setup looks like. Once you get that, it's then the fine tuning of, okay, which ones do we like? What times in the market do we want to be taking these? And once you have that, you have a skill set that, oh, here we go. Here we go, coin. What are these up now? 71. It's not bad. I mean, these might be up like 80% when it hits 382, which would be good. I don't know. Part of me wants to let it rip, you know. But I should take some profits on it if it hits 382. If it doesn't hit 382, I'm not touching it. Being the lizards is wrong. I don't want to be right. I also can't tell the future. That is another thing. It looks like I can sometimes, but I can't. It's just probabilities and understanding how things like to play out over time. All right, we're close. Ooh, somebody wants to sell coin at all-time highs. I don't know why you're doing that. H.C. Wainwright, dum-dums, downgrading Coinbase today. All right, we'll see if it gets there. It might just rip through and then like sell off, and then I have to wait. Because then it would be like me selling here, and it's like, we'll see. Oh, Bitcoin dropped a little there. That's fine. I mean, everything looks good. Market looks good. You did call the future on AMC. I did do that. Then everybody sent me death threats, and I was like, I'm still alive. Your stock did exactly what I said it was going to do. If only you listened to me and not people with zero experience in markets. What a crazy idea. Oh, dude, did it? Oh, hold on. Let's pull something up here. Is Oscar getting murdered? Oh, yeah, I'm tweeting about this. I actually don't hate the 200 EMA test on it. But, like, a lot of people were asking me about this name, and I was like, it was at, what, 12? And then it was at 21. And they're like, should I buy it? No. It's like, no. And then it gaps down, and then I tweet about it, and people are like, I'm like, all right, man, I don't know how to help you guys. Like, I try to help everybody, and then they're just like, no. I don't want to be helped. And I'm like, but look, I give you great deal on, you can come in for $1 a day and make money with us and do all these things. And they're just like, no, I want my one stock to go up 10,000%. And it's like, all right, man. All right. Okay. Coin's still holding well. Market pushing, dude. Look at that. Where's AMD? Oh, wait, hold on. You know what we should look at? Did anybody get this? Oh, it didn't go. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I can lead the horse to water, guys, but I can't make you guys drink. I can make my friends drink. Pretty good at that. Let's see. What about this bad boy? Dix? Yeah, there you go. I mean, we talked about this setup briefly, but that looks good. I own a bunch of this. I chopped my you-know-what's in half last year. My Dix position. Cut it in half. I've been in this. I mean, this was one that I bought in, like, COVID lows. This is up a lot. So I was like, I don't really want that anymore. So I still have it, but not as much. I'm just kind of going through. Novo, how's that looking right now? Is that still pumping? It's 71.18. Still looks good. Market moving. Bitcoin just kind of flatlining here. So we'll see what happens. A lot of drama on coin today. Dropping below 370 and coming back up. almost all the way up to that level. That thing's a crazy person. Dude, we're 30 likes away. I think you guys could do it. I think one of these days, coming up soon, we're growing the streams over here. We're having fun. But we're going to wrap it up soon. Delta. That's not bad looking. Am I still red on those? Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. It's all right. It's post earnings, man. You're going to see a lot of volatile moves in post earnings. My favorite post earnings, Oracle was probably the cleanest example of a post earnings because the spreads were not bad. Once it broke the top of the 5-minute opening range and like stuttered for, I don't know, 30 seconds, it was just straight up and we went right to making it free and then holding it for 1,000%. That was the perfect example. Like, you can't get much cleaner than this. Ready? Like, look. Where? Oh, did I delete it? Did I delete it? Oh, no, it's right here. Yeah, right here. Oh, this is the 15-minute, but yeah, you can see it just vertical. You know. You hope I'm wrong on Delta? Well, I mean, I'm trying to play as many of the post earnings as I can this cycle, because there's a potential for them really to be good. So I do like the fact that it's holding here. We'll see though. Who knows? Maybe it goes to 0. That's what happens sometimes. But if you can go 3 in a row like we did, 700%, 800%, 1,000%, doesn't matter. That's why I say it to you guys a lot. It's like the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless because the way that we do things is every single setup we look at has the potential to go absolutely nuts. It's why it's like, especially if you're inexperienced in the market, this is what you need to be doing. It's like your margin for error is so wide. Like you hit one of them, you're like, all right, you can basically screw up everything for 3 weeks and you're still not going to go red. That's why everybody has so much fun. It's like, because once you really get the hang of it, you're like, oh, you hit one, you hit another, you hit another, you get another. It gets real fun. Let's see. Decent gains on it. Oh, you sold it again? Nice. Yeah, I think mine peaked at probably like 30, 40% on Delta. Now they're slightly red. Yeah, coin's still within striking distance. Bitcoin starts to move, which it kind of is right now. I like this chart better because we have our zone. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, this is the Bitcoin zone. Yeah. Looks good. Looks real good. Market looks good. Everything looks good here, guys. I think everybody's freaking out about these tariffs, and it's like, all right, we've seen this happen. It's like Groundhog Day over here. You know? So we'll see. Bitcoin still looks really bullish. That's going to be good for coin if the market can continue. This dotted line that you see here, guys, is all-time highs. You are not far away. At all. Yeah, Newsmax chopping around. This is actually forming another setup in here. Still hanging out in that one. We'll see what happens. I think first TP on that one's at like a 1 to 4 risk to reward. 1 to 3.8 or something, if it hits. I'll take that type of trade every day. Yeah, coin, $3 away. 350. We'll see. It looks good. I like it. A lot of drama on it, but I mean, if we get a gap, if we get a nice little gap there, that could be fun. That could be fun. All right, guys, it's 11:50. We went a little overtime on this stream today. Make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel there. Might have a YouTube video for you guys today. I'm not sure. We'll see. I like doing these streams with you guys a little bit more, so they're more fun. But yeah, here's the link for those of you guys that still need to hop into the group and take advantage of the 50% off your first month sale with code July. Make sure you guys hop in there with us before the sale's over and prices go up, because you're not going to want to pay higher prices. But yeah, I mean, it's been a fun day so far. We'll see what happens moving forward. Delta, again, size for 0. We'll see what happens. Coin, 382. Again, that's going to be that line in the sand for me where I'm probably going to trim some. It's all-time highs, so we'll see how much I want to actually ditch at that level if it gets there. Today would be nice. A gap over the level tomorrow would be even better. And then really what we're doing is preparing for earnings season, and then identifying some of these other awesome setups that are going to form in this type of choppy market environment. So team, great day today. Very fun. Look at Tesla. No, I'm not looking at Tesla. Sorry, Jesse. It doesn't. There's no edge on the Tesla chart right now. There's nothing that you want to do on it. Jesse, I want you to come in there with us and then see what we do, and then look back at what you were doing and be like, oh, why was I ever doing that? That's like the main theme. Like, it's built for people like you, where it's just like, I want to do this, and it's like, no. Just look for the setup, execute it, and be done. It's very simple. Which you might be in the group, actually. And if you are, what are you doing staring at Tesla, man? Leave it alone. Leave Tesla alone. See? Leave her alone. She's not doing anything. When are you buying Target? I'm not buying Target. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys later. Peace. Wait, hold on. Not peace yet. Hold on. We're going to do a little lesson here. Hold on. Jesse said he made $1,000 this morning. Jesse, if I made $1 million doing something in the market that isn't... this is important. Hold on. We got to talk about this. I feel like I do this all the time. And it's this thing that I talk about with like retail investors just not being able to think in generalities. I don't care. Ready? I don't care if you make money. Like, you could make 50 grand screwing around with Tesla today. If it doesn't come from a repeatable process and approach to the market, the money is gonna go away. It's good that you made $1,000, but if it's not a repeatable approach, it doesn't matter. It's like me. It's like if I were to go out and like buy a gap up, let's say, when we don't buy gap ups ever, and then it works, and I make 10 grand, and it's like, oh, look, yeah, but the next 10 times I do it, I'm gonna lose, and then that money goes away. That's what's important. It's about having a repeatable process and approach to the market that's gonna generate you money over time. You have to know why you're making the money that you're making, not just, oh, look, I did this and I made money. That's the important part. So I hope that's getting across to you, Jesse, because it's good that you made money today, but you got to be very, 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 very careful doing stuff like that. Very careful. All right? Thank you for your sanity check. No problem. That's what I'm here for. All right, guys. Now we're done.